Annie COSTIA Beat Your Feet Go-Go Musical for 2 dates only, Saturday, January 25th and Sunday, January 26th. Get your tickets now at www.eventbrite.com.
Introduce you to me. I'm the A to the N to the N-I-E. Now you got comfortable with who I be. Won't you agree? This space belongs on TV.
Hey, give me that Southeast brain.
The streets are buzzing about the 2 brand new singles from Big Tony and Trouble Funk, Southeast Clank.
Take a little ride on the South Side, MLK Avenue. Once again, back this the incredible.
The Freaky Deep Part.
Give me the Freaky Deep Part.
They're both available now on iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all other digital download platforms. Southeast Crank and the Freaky Deep Part. Real certified funk by the ambassadors of funk, Big Tony and Trouble Funk. Video and LP coming soon.
Just let me know soon.
Like Trouble Funk.
Yeah, baby. We back. And we got our guests in here tonight.
Yes, we do. We have. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, this sounds better coming from
I know.
a beautiful woman.
But we have no other than Dr. Lovail Long of DC Black Broadway himself in the building alongside the legendary Tony.
Yeah.
Big Tony.
Yeah.
Fisher.
Yeah. Yeah. So all I gotta say is the stage play Annie COSTIA is coming to the M-I cricket letter I, cricket letter I, humpback I, Avenue, Southeast Parkland be the belly of the beast, baby.
Hello.
He's bringing that play right here to Southeast. My man,
baby.
Dr. Lovail Long, man. Hey, let's give a round of applause for Lovail.
Yes, get him warm.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Now, before we talk about Annie COSTIA, before we talk everything, I went through the last play before that was Pocket City Records at Lincoln Theater.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Great time.
Yeah.
Great play.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, man. I love what I do.
Uh-huh.
And so before, while I was in prison,
Uh-huh.
I learned I'm a great storyteller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like I feel like I'm like a rapper or in a go-go band.
Yeah.
And it's just like every time I write something, it's gonna be a hit.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Or I'm not gonna put it out if it ain't a hit. Yeah.
So I've noticed through was it 6 plays?
Yeah.
6?
Is it 6?
Probably more than that. I don't really know.
Okay.
They're all based on you brought old school movies to the stage and gave it that DC flavor.
Yeah.
It was
Go-go style.
Yeah, go-go style.
Yeah.
So was that your lane coming in, or did you how did you come upon that?
Nah, my lane was just to create something for my son.
Okay.
And the young man I was locked up with.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never wanted to, and people know me, I'm not a dude that usually be in the front. I used to like to play the background.
Okay.
And so it wasn't really even for me. First, it was for Chuck Brown.
Okay.
When I came with the idea, but Chuck passed away before I came home.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I just wanted to give it to him and just get the credit for it.
Yeah.
Because it's not about the money with me, because, money is what got me incarcerated and brought all the hate between my family.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just something I wanted to, as I told my bunkmate that time, I just told him I want to set the city on fire. I just wanted to give it to Chuck. Let Chuck do what he do and just say, hey, this is the guy that wrote it. And I was finished.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, my son, I tried to get to my son and my bunkmate that I came home with, and they didn't want to do it.
Okay.
And then, I was forced to leave Atlanta because they was trying to make me work for $9.25 down there.
Mm-hmm.
And God told me come home. And I ain't had no other way. I had a lot of dudes wanting to put that pack in my hand,
Yeah.
or wanted me to curate something to put packs in their hand.
Yeah.
and that just was no option for me no more. So
God had different plans.
yeah. And so
Yeah.
God did.
And then when I looked at the script, I remember somebody looked at the script and said, "Damn, this is good." And then once he said it was good, I started looking at the script like it was cocaine. And I said, you know what? I'm about to start a whole new organization. And just like when you got that package, when when I started
a whole new way.
I had to find customers.
Right.
So then I had to find a block. And it's just my block was MGM. Nobody, when I started, everybody was doing high school and still is doing high schools. And I was like, nah, I gotta have a bigger block. You know what I'm saying? And so I looked at MGM as my block, my first block. And that took off from there.
And I know you're looking. It's a dumb question, but I'm asking: are you looking bigger than the MGM? And what's your next move? You think? What you looking at?
You saying as far as the next level for me?
Yeah, as far as vision,
as far as vision. I could say this. I mean, I shouldn't say it, but I'm looking to do some more ice.
Okay.
My own school, or this is what people have been proposing to me. My own school, or I definitely want to do my own dinner theater.
Okay. So school, performing arts school, of course. Yeah. Okay.
That would be huge for me. Like that would only thing would make me stay in DC, really.
Okay.
Because I'm planning to leave.
So the school and dinner theater will keep you here.
Nah, the school will keep me here. The dinner theater, I'm gonna do that here in North Carolina, Atlanta, Memphis. Okay. I'm already connecting like investors and everything. So, that's not gonna keep me here. Yeah. Because I will employ people and then but the school will be for the youngest. And that's the only reason I would say it would be for the youngest.
Okay.
So far your plays, The Gigs, Grease, Chocolate City, and COSTIA, Beat Your Feet, Golden Girls, all of that was like they said, like it was said, DC culture. It was older movies brought in with a go-go.
Not Chocolate City Records.
Not Chocolate City.
Not Chocolate City wasn't nothing. No, that was written straight from the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Confession of a Side Chick was written straight from the head.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just come back and do that to touch people up. When I start hearing little room like, oh, he's just doing. Then I had to touch him up, and show him like, nah, I can do what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. But people want to throw you off because they can't do it. And I tell people like it's harder to do a remix than an original. A remix, people don't play about their remixes. So I can name several other people that did a remix and people couldn't stand it. Oprah just did The Color Purple. They did not like it
at all. It was not. It was too.
So when you take a remix, you got to do it better than they did it. You know what I'm saying? And so, fortunately, Reggie Van Lee, he's one of the producers of the Wiz, right? He came and saw the gigs. He was wild. And then you got to look at my standpoint. I'm the only one that did a 10-mile. Nobody had did a 10-mile. Everybody did 10-man. But ain't no man hot worse than a woman's hot. Once a woman is gone, you got something to deal with. Yeah. So like you could see and nobody never done Grease. Grease has never done. I'm the first person to ever do Grease in a black version. Let's get that correct. Nobody has never touched Grease.
What a side of moments.
And that's the truth. Like that what made me each one I done it for a reason. That what made me do Grease. When I came out just saying all these white versions, I'm like, why nobody never touched Grease? And then I had people that love Grease. That's how I got to the Lincoln.
Right.
Somebody that loved Grease, that did Grease back in the day, that was a black person, said, I've never seen this black. She had to do the white version. And she's a big dog. Well, I can say Angie Gates from DC Events CEO.
Okay.
She came and saw it and was blown away and was like, nah, you got to get you in DC. Because, DC wasn't showing me no love at first. That's why I was in Maryland.
Why do you think that? Yeah. Why do you think DC ain't show you love?
Because nobody have never it's a new thing. Like, I'm doing theater. Nobody, people weren't even looking at theater like that until I came in.
Facts.
And so, and you'll get some of my whoever they is, the other people that do theater would say, but it wasn't even thought on the level that I brought it on. And so, it's growing pains. Anything like you start off, it's growing pains. It's always like when I started on the block, there was somebody else that was running the block, and I had to stay out there longer and longer. Like that person had everybody coming.
Yeah.
Till everybody knew I was a salesman and knew that I would be there. I was dependable and my stuff was good. So that's how I just did the waiting game to grab this game. And I'm gonna get filmed too.
I know
Okay.
that's right. With this last play, you sold over 700 seats. No TV, no radio.
Yeah.
Which strategies did you use to get it out there without the use of those two? Now, of course, we've seen it on Fox 5 and so forth as far as advertising and promoting the show. But as far as social media, outside of what you were doing, how did you get yourself in line with getting that market to see what you're doing and to pay attention to it? Were you going out and just passing out different portfolios and saying, this is what we're doing in DC, we have this coming up? How did you do that without the use of it?
If people left me alone, I would probably been quit this game a long time ago. But what happens, I get around people that, DC is a city that would say, if it wasn't for me, this wouldn't have happened.
Right.
And so I just started getting a lot of people, when you're dealing with radio, you're dealing with, television, when you're dealing with, go-go artists and stuff like that. Everybody want to take credit on your success. And so what I did was I said, I'm going to not do none of that. And I'm going to go out and it's just like the block. Everything's the block. I've always been a block guy. Even when I had, I hate to talk this talk, but even when I had 10, 15 keys, I was still selling 8 balls and quarters and
pleasing everybody.
Yeah, because I was just letting dudes around me know, like, yeah, you get grown if you want to. Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Right.
And so even though I'm the CEO, I grabbed 3,000 flyers and I wouldn't give nobody my flyers. I gave the cash later, but I wouldn't give nobody flyers, so I passed out 3,000 flyers. And then I like to talk to people. I'm a person that can walk up and talk to people and make people laugh and everything. And so I just started putting it out. And because of my previous work, they knew the name. When I had Anna COSTIA, I had Go-Go version Annie 3 years ago, but I couldn't figure the name out, so I wouldn't put it out. Like all of it got to be able to make sense. But when Anna COSTIA came to me, Beat Your Feet, I knew right then and there just the name was going to grab people that didn't never seen my play.
Yeah.
And so once I started showing them, they saying Go-Go version, they said Anna COSTIA. And they start, oh my God. And then when I saw this, like she said before, I don't do no television, radio, nothing until 2 months out, 60 days out.
Yeah.
And within 30 days of me going out, we didn't even have, it was like, it wasn't even about 60 days you're going in. We had sold 700 tickets. I was like, oh, this is a sellout.
Oh, yeah.
And so that was just me putting it out to let radio know, television know, all the people that my what you call them, my salesmen know that don't come to me talking about this and that because I'm showing you I can do this without you. You know what I'm saying? And especially like you were like Fox 5, my salesman, he's a white dude, and I just felt like, every time I talked to him, more money. And I'm like, hey, this is for the community. And I even brought him down into the community and said, hey, this is a little bit too high for me. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was just like, he just cared about the money.
Yeah.
And so I had to, I snapped back and I'd be like, okay, let me show you the numbers before we go into a room. That helps me better to negotiate prices when I walk in a room. Like, you need this.
Right.
Because if you're supposed to be a local, because what we forget is everybody forget they local. And so you're a local artist, you're a local television station, you're a local radio, you're not national.
Right.
So if you're local, you got to know what's going on. And I what's going on. So guess what? You need me as much as I need you.
And when it comes to the sales of your show, the plays, it showed because you wind up getting rated number 5 with Ticketmaster as well.
Oh,
And not only that, was featured in Washington Magazine. right
Oh,
here in the city as well.
Yeah.
So it definitely made noise on its own without the use of those other outlets, just from his works, his efforts, and so forth that he put out there.
Yeah, it was in the Washington magazine, which was a proud moment. There's a Washington Post too, but I got a thing. I'm getting tired of telling like I don't even put half the stuff that happens on social media because I get tired of looking at these faces and more and more, making somebody day go bad because of my accomplishments.
Mhm.
And so I be looking out for people for real, and they be thinking I be looking out for them because really I could really crush the situation if I tell everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So you got to understand, like Washington magazine, they hit my website. Like we didn't go looking for nobody. We don't pay to be on none of this stuff.
Right.
Hey, honestly, they be loving my work.
Mhm.
And so that's what that came from in the 5-star Ticketmaster. That came from a white person.
Yeah, shout
Like,
out
we
to
don't-
Alexander Harvey for that.
Yeah, we don't check nothing like that. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't know nothing about no Ticketmaster rating. I don't know. But a guy came in, he said, man, did you look at your Ticketmaster reviews?
Yeah.
I'm like, Ticketmaster get reviews? I'm like, man, you need to go look at your Ticketmaster reviews.
Man, you 5.
Yeah, and I'm looking like when I see all these people, and I'm like, and I usually hear about it, but to see somebody do it, I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm like, I gotta put this out there. I don't brag about everything, but man, shit, damn, I don't know who could say this.
Yeah.
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 So-
I mean, I seen it firsthand when I came to your stage play at the Lincoln. And like nice crowd, sold out. The crowd was engaged. It was the funny parts, they laughed, and the intermissions, and I'm really sitting there like, oh, and then you was working the room.
Yeah.
You know how many people would be?
I'm a drug dealer.
That's right.
I'm gonna say it for real. I ain't gonna never stop that,
Yeah.
man. I'm a dope boy.
Yeah.
Like, and people like I can't help it. That's who I am. I'm a dope boy, man. I'm to the heart. I'm a dope boy.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be a dope boy.
Mhm. Yeah, I love that because you worked the crowd. You shook my hand. You was working the crowd.
Yeah, I want to work because I want to get some of them songs. I told you that before.
Oh yeah.
I could write a whole play off a song you made. That's how.
Yeah.
That's when we deal with songwriters, man. We could really make so much money.
Yeah.
Man. But dudes here be weird as I don't know what. Like how you expect me to do? We can make money together. Don't go off what I'm doing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's get in the show together.
Yeah.
And create it together. And then guess what? Then you can put your own price on who you are instead of trying to break me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't even done it yet. Like come get me when you see me do 5 cities, then you'll see me. I'm gonna give it back for real.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna give back for real then. Because
Right.
anybody that know me from those days, like I was just in a meeting the other day with some DC government folks. And it's a shame that I've done more selling dope for the community than I could do being legal.
Right.
Because some of these dudes that get his money, they stingy, man. That's stuff for them to go on vacations and be in the bars and buying home. See, I did that when I was 21. So that's not my interest more. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to pay God back for changing my life. And what I'm trying to do is make sure I can help him. Because I have done a lot of wrong shit.
Yeah.
Right. And so some do like these dudes just getting money 10 years ago. I was getting money in 85. Like for real, somebody really know. I've been getting money 85.
That was that good.
All the way to 2010.
Yeah.
So I know money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Plenty of money back then.
yeah.
Everybody had money.
Yeah.
And
plenty money.
Yeah, and I said that in the song you talked about. I said everybody had money. We was down to win. When those said everybody had money back in those days.
And see, that's what I'm gonna throw shots at now.
Yeah.
Because like we ain't got a film yet to represent DC. Not one.
Not a legit one now.
Yeah. What was the last? What was it? Good to go?
Good to blow. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, what people ain't even understand, stuff you done seen, that's God given. I have not wrote about my experiences yet, but I'm coming.
It's coming.
And my experience is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. Now. Oh, you got. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Now I know you said you wanted to give something to Chuck, but he passed before you got out.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Yeah.
You got the next man beside him on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Big Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We cooking up something.
Oh, you ready to do something real big.
And let me get the kitchen too then. Can I get the kitchen with you? But so how did the connection with you and Tony come through?
My mother passed away this year.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Right. And so she asked me one day, probably like a year and a half ago. She was like, "Do you know Big Tony?"
Oh wow!
And I said, "Ma, I ain't met him yet. I'm sure if I have to, I could touch him."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she was like, next time you have one of them plays, tell Big Tony come. Just be. You know, my mother from Southeast Stand Road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Tony know her or Tony been with. I don't know what's going on. You know, my mother was out there. So I'm like, why you asking about Big Tony? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never told me about my father. You asked about Big Tony.
And he never told me that story. So I'm tripping right now.
Yeah. And so
he never told me that.
And so, I'm asking questions like, why she asking me about some Big Tony? She ain't never told me about my daddy. And so, she got sick. She started getting sick. Look at her. Look at her. See what I'm saying? That's why they never told her who she was. You see what I'm saying? He looked like this. Whoa, God, boy, do it. I need to know her name. But she was she got sick over the summertime, and I started thinking about Anna Costa coming out, and so I wanted to surprise her.
Okay.
And so I reached out to Tony and said, and I was like, hey, I want to feature in one of my Jones. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be real good. And he was like, I know who you is. And he's so watching. He staying on it.
Yeah.
We met up in Southeast, and it was just a hit. And I was like, yeah, man, I want to do something too. I want to do something with you. And then he was like, we sat down and talked. And I got the cameras on me because I'm doing a documentary. And once I'm starting getting this story, I stopped thinking about Anna Costa.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing you thought. I said, man, this is my Chuck right here.
Yeah, there it is.
And that's how it just started flowing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got one Big Tony story with my mom. When we made that Let's Go Christmas album.
Yeah.
And when we first got the album, I took it home. I let my mother, my brother, all we was listening to it, and I had to name everybody who was. I'm like, that's Bruce Bailey, that's Donnell, that's Little Benny, and I came after Little Benny. And when I said that's Tony Trouble Funk, Keith said, my brother, he old school. That's Big Tony. And my mother said, who's Big Tony? He said, well, Trouble Funk, but she knew Trouble Funk.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Trouble Funk.
Yeah.
And everybody knows Big Tony.
Yeah.
But Tony's always been a humble guy. So, he ain't gonna, he look at him laid back. Yeah, sure, you're right. So Tony, how did you feel about doing this play? Because you've been on big stages. You played out in Tokyo, Japan, all that. So I know nervousness wasn't it, but how did you feel about doing this? Is your first play?
Man, are you kidding? I never been to a play before this. So yes, I was very nervous in the beginning. This is totally different from what I do. But I love it, and I really appreciate Dr. Lovail for giving me the opportunity. In my mind, it was like, man, I don't know nothing about no plays. But I ain't never scared. You know what I'm saying? So I'm from Southeast DC, man. So I'll try anything once. And like I said, man, I'm really grateful for the opportunity. It opened my eyes to a lot of things, and it helped me tap into a younger audience. Right. A lot of kids that knew nothing about Big Tony knows Big Tony now. I had some of the kids on the sets like, yeah, my uncle plays some of your music. He says you're a legend. This, that, and other. And he's like, I really like the song Let's Get Small. He's like, so
what you gonna do?
So it helped me out in a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Hit him with the super grip.
All that good
All
stuff.
that. Like, come on.
Drop the bomb.
Yeah.
Bump it on up.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? So that was a good look. I appreciate that, and I enjoyed it. And then I thought it was over, and just when I thought it was over, you know, I was getting ready to get back to my life, the musical thing, and they was like, "Now we ain't done yet."
Oh,
I think, okay, bring it on. You know, so yeah, man. I'm looking forward to you know, we're talking about. And I don't know. I don't want to get out of the way. I don't know if he's ready to put that out yet, but we're looking forward.
Go
to
ahead.
we're gonna do a story. I'm working on a book,
right?
A book on my life
Okay.
called Big Tony in the World of Trouble. And I talked to Dr. Lovail about some of the stuff that was in the book, and he was like, "Man, you should let me do a play." I was like, "Let's do it."
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So on the musical part of my life, you know, we plan to do a play on that, and we're going to do some casting for people to play me when I was younger and stuff like that. Yeah, man. So I'm really excited about that.
If you was to have somebody to play you, who would you pick?
Well, my son is going to be for one.
Okay.
You know, boy look just like me. You know, but we're going to need somebody to play me when I was younger, because I picked up my first guitar when I was 11 years old. I became professional when I was 15.
Woo. Can you see the story?
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I was, and y'all probably were too young to even know this, but I was playing at this place called the Part 3 on Georgia Avenue. It's like a little juke joint. I was 15 years old playing up in that spot with grown musicians.
Yeah.
Johnny Bonds and all them cats.
Oh man.
You know, and they was much older than me. Some of them probably ain't even around no more, but you know. Yeah, I got started. They used to call me Big Youngin. Big Youngin. We're going to take a break. Don't go over there by the bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And see, he don't even know it. He's telling the story now.
Yeah.
He just said, I need somebody to play. He, like, once I show him and format him, he's going to be, after this, he'll be like, Lovail. Because he's basically telling the story now. See, he's already a writer.
Right.
Because you heard him say, I got somebody play with somebody younger than me, too.
Yeah.
He's already telling you the story without even knowing he's telling the story.
And inside your head, you got the
type
all.
And so somebody that's like, when I came to the game, somebody was hating on me, and I was telling them the story, but they wouldn't let me know. So I'm a person that believe in God. So I'm letting him know, like, you already telling the story. Only thing I'm gonna do is organize it.
But see, that's one of the things I like about Dr. Lovail, man, that made me want to work with him. It's like he has the same vision I have, and he had the same gift that I have. He's able to see things in people that they don't really see in themselves. And that's what I do musically. I can see things in you that I can bring out that you may not see in yourself. So we complement each other a lot. You know, that's why I love working with him.
And it's big. It's gonna be big for him to do it, because we're gonna make some money, but that's not the reason.
The money gonna come.
The money gonna come.
You focus on what you got to
me.
do. Everything, the money gonna fall in place.
But then it'll be the first story to stamp a legend here, because Chuck, we ain't got nothing on Chuck. We ain't got nothing, not a book, no nothing.
And I used to tell Chuck all the time, man, you got to do a book. Because Chuck used to tell me stories. You know what I'm saying? He used to tell me these stories. Like, Chuck, man, you got to do a book. You know? And he said he was going to do it. And that's something that I don't want to happen, because life is short these days.
So he's going to inspire so many kids. See, I'm from the theater world, and I'm from storytelling. He's going to inspire so many people. I'm getting chills now. He's going to inspire so many people by this story that it's going to live forever. And then it's something for his grandkids and kids to have for the rest of their life. Because once you put it in that theater form, you can easily go to film. Once you put that theater form, it's never going. DC always going to show love. I done opened a lane where art's going to sell forever. It's going to sell forever. You can't lose. You cannot lose with it. And we saying 11 years, I had a good time. Man, they call me Big Youngin. I'm gonna kill that joint.
Need somebody to play the younger me.
Man, there's 100 kids want to play him.
Does any particular part of the play stand out to you that actually touched you working with the kids?
Oh man, the singing, man. The singing was like, I was just amazed of how talented those kids were. you know, it was quite a few parts that touched me, but the young lady that played Annie Costia, she's going to be a star. She's going to be a real superstar.
Yeah, her individual
Oh my
raps
God,
were she has the presence, she does, but they were not only
she's a real triple
she's
threat.
Yeah,
Yes,
I gotta call you Dr. Lovail now because you birthing stars.
Yeah,
You birthing stars.
they was rapping,
this is our
tapping,
next
dancing,
Calipari
they
of the
was doing
go-go,
it
man.
all.
Yeah.
You know,
This is our next Calipari of the go-go.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, and see, that was the plan. That was that. Like this, and none of this is mistaken. Like that was the plan. That was the plan for that God gave me. Like because we celebrate our legends so much, but we're not building the next ones.
Tough.
And
That's a
that
tough
right
line
there.
right
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes,
Oh
sir.
my goodness.
And so
Yeah, that's a real nugget right there.
Yeah, that was a nice one right
and
there.
so
Real nugget.
with Tony walking in the room, and these kids doing their homework, because they're not really excited about me. Of course they do, because like, oh, we DC Black Broadway.
Yeah.
But you know, most of them came back was like, Big Tony is a legend.
Yes.
And Crazy Legs. Did you know Crazy Legs? I'm like, yeah. So it ain't me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I know when I'm in the room, I know what a Big Tony gonna do to these kids in the room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're learning. Most kids are learning go-go too. They don't know go-go.
Yeah.
And so they're doing a whole lot of learning while we go.
Go-go
You know what I'm
has
saying?
gotten away from the kids in the past. Now it's coming back to the kids.
Yeah.
They you know, because I started playing go-go in 87.
Right.
I was in high school. I graduated in 88. I don't think there's any go-go bands that's in high school.
Right.
I don't think
And see, I think now, I think the evolution, like with the arts, like we're gonna create more go-go bands because of the music. The music what tells the story.
Yes.
And so once I could get a couple of people to understand that, you know, they understand now about Anacostia, like hip hop grew because of movies, because of video, all these things. Like, and so y'all gotta let it go. Y'all gotta let somebody open this lane. Y'all, and I'm showing you, like, I grab Beat Your Feet and like, hey y'all, we're gonna elevate everybody. And so as soon as they, you know, they're not gonna be able to stop me in a minute, but if I could get some couple legends to say, hey, we stamping this, or we gonna put this on our social media to support this brother.
Yeah.
No, you ain't got to show up. Just put it on your social media.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? If you get a couple of them to support, if they really want to see it grow, because, you know, like, I'm not even to my own horns, but I don't know nothing else that outside of a go-go band that could bring 3,000-4,000 people in a room. But DC Black Broadway.
I mean, you spitting facts.
And then with that, I done said this too. And this is what go-go bands haven't done. I could bring 5 generation Washingtonians in the building at one time and celebrate go-go. And so y'all gotta let it grow. It's gonna grow regardless. But then I don't want to be looking like cross-eyed because some of the things should have been open towards me. You got to see what I'm doing. You hear about it. And so that would be the frustration behind the scenes. And then I could see they went through the same things with Big Tony. I know they got stories saying how hard it was to break go-go. So you got to know I'm going through the same thing. It's new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, it's just I wish some of the legends got on, like, behind the scenes, they mess with me.
Right.
Yeah.
But
they will.
But the take a stand for say, hey, we stamping this DC Black Rock, we stamping this to be the next thing in go-go. Yeah. You know, it will help. I know that.
Well, Big Tony gonna be the chase car, so it's gonna be, you know, hey, Big Tony.
They're gonna get on board.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Especially that's the thing about telling the story.
Yeah,
like because somebody got to tell these stories, man. Man, I'm telling you, it's crazy for us not to be able to tell our own stories.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
Yeah, and it's a lot of great stories in go-go.
Great stories.
Great stories. You know, Trouble Funk was my second go-go of my life at Parkdale High School. It was Trouble Funk and EU. That was my second go-go.
But Tony is like you. Other than Chuck, Tony's the next. So Tony can tell all the stories.
Yes.
I don't even want. I just want to touch. When this person, that person, touch on it.
Yeah.
Just touch on it.
Yeah.
When did you meet Chuck? When you meet Essence? When you meet EU? You know, boom, boom, boom. That's a story.
What is the message that Dr. Lovail Long and the legendary Tony Fisher want to be remembered as? How do you want people to actually view you? What is that message?
Well, I would love for them to remember me and view me as someone that made a difference for the better.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That left something behind, a trail for people to follow. You know what I'm saying? An example to follow. I was blessed to be an originator. You know, we have more original go-go hits than any other right now to this day.
You do.
We're the most sampled go-go. We're the most sampled band, one of the most sampled bands in music history, period. Not just hip-hop history, but musical history, you know. So to leave stuff like that behind, I think that's something that that people can look back in history and say, you know, it's a part of history that would never die. It'd be there long after we're gone. And you can pass it on, that type of information on, you know, to generation to generation. You know, I think that kind of stuff is important. I think history. I don't think that we really pay attention to our history like we should.
We don't.
Because if you don't, you know, you don't know where you've been, how you know where you're going.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, we had BoJack and Blue in here not too long ago, and I told them, I said, I blame guys like you guys that don't put the history out there.
Yeah.
You know, because
it can be very selfish sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, the people here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm be the first to say, man, we can say we as a whole can be very selfish. You know, and that's why it's a blessing when people come along like Dr. Lovail that thinks about everybody, not just themselves, but, you know, try to bring everybody on board and show love. You know what I'm saying? We need to do more of that. Everybody's doing that but us. Yeah. Everybody's doing it but us.
I think it's about to change.
Yeah. With Tony.
Yeah.
He got my pen. I tell you say something like,
God don't make no mistakes, man. That's all I'm saying.
I gotta call him every day. You know, because he's saying stuff that need to be taught. You know what I'm saying? So
because you have a lot of podcasts out here now, and some of these people in these podcasts are younger and they want to tell stories. It's like it's like they get the book and they open up the middle of the book and just start reading. They don't look at the beginning of the book. See, they don't mention the Trouble Funks and the air raids and all these bands.
Yeah, because all they see is the fashion show.
Yeah,
they don't see the history. They see what's hot right now.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So let me.
So it's a fashion statement.
So let me give you something. See, I would call Tony in about 2 weeks and sit down, have a one-on-one with him, and bring him back.
Yeah.
And then do your thing, like, you know, already question and be like, pick your questions then.
Yeah.
Like, because you done heard like now, then because it's up to you as a reporter to give a great story. And see, that what Drink Champs do. These guys knows the history, so they ask those questions.
Yeah.
Even if they're tough, they answer them.
Yeah.
And see, that's what we got to start doing as reporters. But let me ask her a question while I want people to remember that.
Okay.
My family know. My organization, when I was in the drug organization, knows. I want people to know that God is real.
Yes.
Like, it's not even about me, because I lost me. I lost me in the Georgia penitentiary when God took me over. Right? No one in my family can tell you they thought I'd be doing this. I wouldn't have done this. I argue with God about this.
Right.
And I said some words I can't say on this show to God. Right? And now I'm living it. Slim, there's a God. God is real. If you don't know God is real,
best believe
you're
that.
tripping.
Yeah. I'm living proof of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Man, I'm living proof.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it as that. I'm living proof.
God is real, man. And I just want people, like my family started understanding now. Like my family still asking me, "Is you writing these? You sure you writing these plays?" They don't believe it. They don't. I don't believe it, man. I pick up a pencil and I be like, and so I got to be obedient to him. I'm like, I know it's a God. I wasn't for sure it was a God before I went to prison.
Right.
It's a God, man. I want people to know when they look at what I'm doing, there was a God. Like my family, the ones that know me, my wife and girlfriends and all my baby mamas, and they know it was a God because man, I was a dope boy for real for the rest of my life. There was no plan but that. And now I don't have no taste for it. None. About 3 years ago, I turned down $40,000, and all I had to do was make one transaction. And I didn't even have to make the transaction, just put the deal together. And I said no, I walked away from it. I got no taste for it. And that's only because of God. Only because of God, bro. And so I just want people to know that God is real.
Yes, he is.
And if you don't have him, I feel sorry for you.
You lost. You lost and turned out. If you ain't got him.
Yeah.
You lost and turned out if you ain't got him. So hey, so woo, we need more time.
I know, right?
We do. We definitely.
You bringing Andy Costia to the Southeast side. Ward 8.
South side.
Two shows. One show you giving back to the community.
Yeah.
The other show
January 25th.
Giving back to you.
Yeah. So I'm trying right now as a day had to talk with somebody. I'm trying to get them to give me some money so I can give at least half of the show away free. Because it's supposed to be 2 free shows.
Okay.
But once I show the people my budget, and because people so used to going on go-go. Yeah. Right? I do a whole full production, which costs me hundreds of thousands of dollars. People don't understand it. I can't even do nothing under 100. Yeah. And so when I gave them my budget, they compare everybody except for me. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, whoa. But now I'm in talk with some good people, and I'm like, hey, y'all just give me this so I can at least pay some taxes or something. Yeah. Because I got to pay taxes on this money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because my heart says I want to give it away for free. Right. But IRS, I ain't trying to go back to jail. And so that's what people don't understand.
IRS don't play. They can get this.
Right. So I got to pay taxes.
IRS and child support. Don't play with them.
So, you know, I'm in I'm trying to get it together, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully, you know, hopefully something will come out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
It will, because you got, you know, I was talking to CHILLSIDE the other day about you. I'm like, all your plays are coming like you don't have a big gap in between your plays.
Nah.
They hitting like boom, boom, right there like that. So because I was just in the Lincoln Theater. Yeah. And now here's another one. Yeah. Like and before the Lincoln, it was the Gears? No, it was
Grease with
side of mumble sauce.
Yeah. And we coming back like this year is now we about to go to we got dates in Richmond, and then we about to go to North Carolina and Atlanta.
Okay. So what's to come with the 3D live?
Huh?
The 3D live. What's to come with that?
That was you talking about? That's another podcast show.
Right, you're right. But what you was on that show with Dirk, what is it? It was Dirk Dixon.
Dirk Dixon, yeah.
Dirk Dixon, right? So you was talking a little bit more about the different whispers and things that was going on. Of course, the upcoming shows, and you even mentioned or stated that all of the success as you just got finished saying, you give all that credit to God and the relationship that you have with God. Is not necessarily anyone else, because there were whispers of others taking credit for what DC Black Broadway has done. And definitely it was all on your efforts and so forth. My question now would be, just from watching that show and you being here, what was your initial expectation from what DC should give DC Black Broadway or Go-Go should, give to DC Black Broadway? And then what is the return in from you as to back to the community of go-go and
I would just
DC
ask
itself.
I would just ask go-go as a whole and the government is just to take the handcuffs off you. Right? And then what give it back is the next Duke Ellington, well, they can understand our culture. Like Duke Ellington, and I don't have nothing wrong with Duke Ellington, but they go there and they learn a whole different theater.
Yeah.
Right? And then what happens is when they finish Duke Ellington, guess where they come to? DC Black Broadway. So now that's that we should be actually. I wanted Anacostia High School. I thought that would be perfect for an art program. Right. And I could guarantee you that something big will come out of it because we'll not understand our culture more. And that will make us grow. And I think that when we go off and like even now from New York to LA, there are artistic directors calling me from all over. So it's not just DC got an eye on it. Theater got the American theater got their eye on us right now. Trying to figure out how because people are not selling tickets like that. This is facts. Theater is going down, really. DC Black Broadway is going up. And so
something new, something.
So giving back
giving
back to the community, that's the only way. I mean, I don't see nothing else coming back out of it because when we put something out with the coach like hip hop, even if I didn't want to give it back to the community, it's going to be given back to the community. Because now you got kids 4, 5, 6, 7 years old now saying, I want to do stage plays. So even if I want to be selfish, I can't be selfish. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I can't be selfish. It's just like the go-go bands. They started off something. Guess what? You got a whole new genre now. I can't be selfish with this. I just asked for DC to take the handcuffs off me. They know behind the scenes. They know what's going on. I got the numbers to prove everything that I'm doing. And they just won't. They won't take the handcuffs off me.
Oh man!
Shoot, man! They just started showing real love to go-go. Yeah, they were trying to shut that down. You know.
You can't shut it down.
Nah,
they tried.
So the 25th January, the Arc Southeast
sold out.
26th, 25th, and 26th. And then I can't wait to see what's up next.
Well, Go the Girls coming in March, April, and May. Okay. So then the return of the gigs.
You doing another?
The return of the gigs as well.
I came to your to the audition for the gigs. I brought Tabria, and she tried out for I forgot what role, but I had the script for one of the birds.
I don't remember Tabria coming.
She came.
I've been trying to get Tabria.
She was there. She definitely was there. She was excited.
I called her 3-4 times. Like Tabria, come on, let's go.
Wow. She can. We're gonna when we get off air, we're gonna call her. Say,
So
bring it here.
Giz is definitely coming back.
Okay.
Right now, I'm happy to say this. I got a bidding war between the Warner Theater and the Lincoln.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. Wow, that's super. That's big.
The Warner want us. So that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But the Lincoln ain't trying to let us go. And so now I feel like the ball is in my court now where, you know, I can start seeing where, you know, where I can where my home gonna be for the next 2 years.
Okay.
And so a lot of excitement going on right now. And so we're gonna I got some more tricks out of my
let me know when the next casting calls. I'm there.
It's coming soon. But 2026, I hope to be working with this young man. And then I got a joint called Boogaloo Juke joint that I think is gonna be exciting.
Okay.
You know, it's just way back in the juke joint days. I think it's gonna be real fun. And so and I got my own documentary called Bigger Than Cocaine. Yeah, I'm bigger than cocaine.
Okay.
And so that should be very interesting, telling my story.
Yeah.
And it's a piece about God, you know, how I made the transition. And you know how it is when every time you're good at something, you know, first I was supposed to be dead at 16. And then I'll be locked up by the time I'm 21. Then it turned to I wasn't nothing but a good drug dealer. Like you ain't nothing but a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? And so
our own.
I'm out to family members and people that know me let them know I always knew I was bigger than cocaine.
You're knocking all them blocks down.
Yeah, I was always bigger than cocaine.
Yeah. It is. So hey, we got to bring you back, both of you. Before we go, and before we shout out your, where people can follow you and where they can get tickets from, I got to give you my rap. I got to give it to you, man.
Yeah,
I always got to do it too.
Yeah,
because you might got to write the story. You might got to write the, and it's you wonder why we called the murder cap. You give me a pocket beating, watch me murder that. City under siege with the cook crack, so I copped the working 50. Watch me flip that. I graduated in the fall to an 8-ball. We wrote our names on the wall just for roll call, like Lisa of the World and Cool Disco Dan. They tagged the whole city with a paint can. From the panorama room to the Coliseum, we had the fresh New Balance and some Super Tims. Now everybody learned to fight from all the boxing gyms. Round 1, Hillcrest, House of Champions. We used to hustle in Southeast and traveled uptown to get the Madness hat to match this Moss Brown. Now we fly as fuck at all the Chuck shows. Wearing Madness clothes with a Lorton pose.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, man.
I need to see this. I need to see this. Let me play that one, please.
Hey, I keep on checking you. It's a great thing is I would dissect every line.
Yeah,
because you need a hook line in the second verse, man. That need to go on the record.
Remember Hobo shooters all days, always. I've been had this universal madness. I get my shorts from Casino Sports. The old man took the loss. The feds got the sack, and that bitch set him up, but we had his back. They caught him red-handed and had all the proof, but he brought us summer madness and summer youth. The whole city had money. We was down to win when Northeast DC birthed the kingpin, but the streets got hot. We started ducking feds, so they brought them guardian angels and them pumpkins.
Okay.
She was a good girl, gone bad. It was sad is that she never knew the things she had. And I'm glad that she never knew the things I did. I pulled strings to provide for the only kid. And what's tight is that she went to work every night to pay the bills. She's a stripper, and they tip her. Keep it real. How does it feel? She reminds me of a back alley mama. They wanted to give you drama. So tight in the shop drama. That's it. That's all I got.
That Scarface vibe. I like that.
Hey, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something right now. We're gonna laugh in a couple of years.
What's that?
That's gonna be my theme song for my movie. Not for my spirits, because it's gonna have to be more than the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Watch.
Yeah.
Watch.
Let's do it.
Watch.
Let's do it.
Watch. I'm on them. Like watch.
Turn the music up.
I got the name of the movie and everything, but I don't want to say nothing. Because I know these niggas on film gonna be but I got one for them.
Yeah, it is.
And that's gonna be right there. You know, 50 Cent through that power thing.
Yeah.
That's all, man. Watch.
Yeah. I got you.
We're gonna put it. Hey, y'all heard me say it on here. Watch.
Hey, listen, man. I want to
baby.
I want to do a quick plug and let everybody know that my 65th birthday is coming up this year.
Okay.
Yes. And
May what, Tom?
And I'm not sure where I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm hoping May 5th. So it'll be
shout out to a tourist in the house.
Yes.
Two tourists.
Tourist right here.
I'm a Gemini, same month.
Three tourists right there.
Okay.
May 28th, I'm a Gemini.
So
May 18th.
I'm hoping mine May 5th, but I'm gonna do it on the first week of May 3rd.
Okay.
It's a Saturday.
Okay.
And I'm hoping I can get Black Broadway to sponsor it. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that.
I'm on it.
Good.
Hey.
I'm on it.
Hey,
That's a good plug.
Yeah.
Put that out there real quick. Yeah.
Hey,
Go ahead,
I'm on
elbow
it.
him real quick. Go ahead,
I'm
elbow.
on it. Nah, he ain't gotta say that. He a tourist. I'm on it.
Oh, man, I'm surrounded
let's
by
get
these
it.
tours, man.
Absolutely.
Capricorns.
425, baby.
January 6th, we get the party started. Don't no parties go down unless we started. Capricorns. That's what's happening, man. Hey, turn it up a little bit, Reds. Ow! My man, Dr. Lovail Long. Big all the trouble funk. That's what we do, baby. It's the Partyrazzi. Look here. Watch this again. Now, See this another episode of this Partyrazzi show. Me, these Washington women love to wear the linen. Brown skin blending with the tan leather seats. Ladies, you gotta watch what you drink. But see the Bobs and Moss and nice, had us both nice, but I only seen her twice. This young lady was nice. Her eyes and her lips look nice, with her nose, her fingers and the toes look tight with her clothes. Cute as ever, she can shine in bad weather. I love it when she rub on the levels. It's whatever. Back in the days, we used to chill and smoke days. Listen to Cookie Soul by May 3 in the day. But she ain't either. Act two-seater. The speed from the NSX had us vexed. She rubbed the bald head and politely said, before you do that, get your move in. Hey, look, we got the juice. Something like Camaraderie, man. We got our own fans coming from the old land. It's our time to shine now. It's our time to grind down. Hey, I'm picture from the mound. Me and Black Broadway run the town. Looking at our car like this. As we get silly, we rose up the Benz chimney. Trees get sparked and cars get double pop. You can't run the town, run the block. That's why we hot. Hey, we got the whole club jumping. We got them running like Broadway coming. Yo.
Man, we got our own go Biggie right here, man. Come on, man. You need to be on wax, man. What you doing?
Hey,
you need to be in the studio with me, man.
Let's get it.
Okay, well, I gotta get your number.
Yeah, let's get. We can do that. We can do that, son.
You got some nuggets over there, man.
That's a whole lot more than That's what I'm talking about, y'all. We are the Partyrazzi show each and every Wednesday right here, man. Recording live from Next Level Radio Studios, man. It's your boy BMAN, the Puppet Master.
And the CHILLSIDE,
yes, indeed. That's Double Live. That's Next Level. That's Dr. Lovail Long. That's Big Tony Trouble Funk, man. We're doing our thing. Check out the stage play and the COSTIA this January the 25th and the 26th at the Arc right there on Mississippi Avenue, Southeast Washington, D.C. Go ahead and do your thing. Where can they follow you? Where can they find you and all that stuff with it?
Man, everything DC Black Broadway. Personally, Dr. Lovail Long on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. And Tony, where can they find you? Where can they follow you at?
My Big Tony W Fisher Facebook, Big Tony Fisher, Big Tony TWF Instagram, IG, Big Tony's Trouble Funk page, TikTok, all that good stuff, man. You know, you can find me anywhere.
You're a cook too.
In the club,
you cook too.
Yeah. I got a
Yeah.
YouTube cooking show coming up this year.
Okay.
He throw it
Yeah.
out.
What is it called?
I was watching the cover.
What is it called?
Cooking with Big Tony Go-Go style.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Cooking with Big Tony Go-Go style.
Look at Lovail. He got to play already.
He ain't always moving, boy.
He got to play already. Look at him.
Cooking with Big Tony Go-Go style.
Hey,
Yeah.
so that's what's happening, man. So, yeah, we're going to get to all that, man. Please, this is where we are. You know where we at every Wednesday. If you're in the neighborhood, just come on through. This is where we at. We do this every Wednesday, man. Y'all don't need no invitation. We right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
that's what's happening, man. So we want to wrap it up. Shout
Make
out
sure
our
y'all
sponsors.
stay tuned in each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. right here on Next Level Radio with BMAN and the CHILLSIDE, baby. You can follow us across all social media as Partyrazzi Broadcast and email us if you want to get on the show at partyrazzibroadcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.